Now, next topic of elasticity of demand is methods of price elasticity. Now, how many methods of price elasticity are there? There are three methods. That is percentage, or you can say proportionate method. Percentage method. Then you have total expenditure or total outlay method, and last one is point or geometric method. Now there are three methods of calculating price elasticity of demand: percentage, total expenditure, and point or geometric method. Percentage method means percentage change in demand upon percentage change in price. Percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. You will get numericals from this chapter. The formula of calculating numerical will be EP is equal to change in demand upon change in price into original price upon original demand. This will be the case of calculating price elasticity in case of percentage method. So this formula you will use of calculating percentage method. Next you have total expenditure or total outlay method. Now this method is very important. See, in this method, first of all, total expenditure is calculated by multiplying price into quantity. This is the formula of calculating total expenditure method. Formula of calculating total expenditure is price into quantity. Now, there are three types of total expenditure. That is elastic, inelastic, and unitary. Elastic, inelastic, and unitary. There are three types of total expenditure. Elastic means that price will increase, total expenditure will decrease, and price will decrease, so total expenditure will increase, which shows inverse relation. And in inverse relation, elastic case is what? EP is more than 1. So in this case, if price is more, the total expenditure will be less. That shows inverse relation between price and total expenditure, which is known as elastic demand. Next is your inelastic, where price increases, total expenditure also increases, and price decreases, total expenditure also decreases, which shows direct relationship. And direct relation mein EP is less than 1. That is the case of inelastic, which we have already covered this topic in types. Now unitary means price increases or decreases, total expenditure will remains the same. Total expenditure will remains constant, which means that there is no relation and EP is equal to 1. So this is known as elastic, inelastic, and unitary in case of total expenditure. Now price and total expenditure, when there is inverse relationship between them, that is known as elastic. When there is a direct relationship between them, that is inelastic. And when there is no relation, price increase or decrease, total expenditure remains same, that is unitary. Understood? Now after this, we have to see its diagram and table. Suppose price, quantity, and total expenditure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Price continuously decreases, okay, from 10 to 1, and quantity demand will increase because law of demand we are following. Price fall, demand increase. So demand increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have to calculate what? Total expenditure. Formula of total expenditure is P into Q. P into Q, price into quantity, 10 into 1, 10, 9 into 2, 18, 24, 28, 30, 30, 28, 24, 18, 10. Now we have to see the relation between the price and total expenditure. What is happening with the price and total expenditure? Price is continuously decreasing total expenditure increasing, constant and decreases. When price falls, total expenditure increases, that is known as elastic. When price falls, total expenditure increases, that is known as elastic, which shows more than 1. When price falls from 6 to 5, total expenditure remains the same at 30-30, that is known as unitary, that is equal to 1. And when price falls from 4-3 to 1, total expenditure also falls from 28-24-18, that is known as inelastic, which shows direct relationship, that means less than 1. When there is inverse relation between price and total expenditure, that is elastic. No relation, that is constant, that is unitary, and both decreases, direct relationship, that is known as inelastic. Okay? Now we have to see the diagram. Now in diagram, what we have to do is x origin y. On y axis price and on x axis total expenditure. Now when there is inverse relation, that means it will be sloping downwards. Constant and then there is a direct relation, means sloping upward. Okay? Elastic means inverse relationship was there, price and total expenditure. तो inverse relation में slope क्या होता है? Downwards. Then constant में slope is constant and then direct relationship में slope upwards. Now this is what? This is your total expenditure curve. Now what is happening in this? Suppose this point and this point, we assume this as the price. This point we assume as a price, and just below this point is also as price. P, P1, P2, P3. This is total expenditure and this is also total expenditure. T and T1. Now we can give this as point A, point B, point C and point D. Now what is happening in this? How we can say that inverse relation is elastic, this is unitary and this is inelastic? How we can say? Now we have to relate this, that when price falls from P to P1, price falls from P to T1, total expenditure at point P was T and total expenditure at point P1 was T1. So total expenditure shift from T to T1, which shows rightward shift. So price falls, total expenditure increases. Rightward shift means increasing total expenditure. So price falls, total expenditure increases from T to T1, which shows inverse relation. That is the case of elastic. That is EP is more than 1. When price falls from P1 to P2, that shows that P1 पे total expenditure was T1 and P2 पे also total expenditure was T1. So total expenditure remains constant. Price falls, total expenditure remains constant. That is the case of unitary. Price falls from P2 to P3. Total expenditure P2 was T1 and P3 was T. So T1 से T, that means leftward shift. Leftward means decrease. So price falls, total expenditure also falls. That is the case of inelastic, which shows less than 1. This is the case of total expenditure method. There are 3 types: elastic, inelastic and unitary. Elastic means inverse relationship, more than 1, equal to 1, unitary, and less than 1 is inelastic. Understood? Pause for a moment.